Hello friends, thanks for watching. In the last video, we created our own function called myOwnFactorial and this function takes one argument, which we show here as the variable number. So this variable must be an integer, because you can only do the factorial of an integer. So here, we try to use our function, and we passed our function the argument 3.5, which is a float. So our function should not work. So when we ran the code, we got this error that says, hey, you're trying to send a float, whereas this argument should be an integer. So we should do some simple exception handling so that if the wrong type of argument is passed to our function, then it should output the appropriate error message. So the way we can do this is just to do a simple if-else statement. So let me tab all of the code. Okay, so we should write a if statement here so that this code will only execute if number is an integer. Okay, so I use this function called isInstance. What it does is it looks at this variable and it'll tell you if it is of the type over here, wherever you put. So we put int. So it'll tell us if it is of the type int. So if it is, then this entire if condition will be true and the code will execute. Okay, so what if it's not an integer? For example, what if it was a string? If it's a string, then maybe we can output the error message, cannot find the factorial of a string. Okay, so if number is not an integer or a string, then perhaps it's a float. So we can print the error message for that too. Okay, so if we run the code now, we should get this error message right here. Okay, so we get the error message, cannot find the factorial of a float. But we also get this extra message here, none. The reason is that here we have print, but over here we have print again. So we're telling the computer to print twice. So it prints the answer that it's supposed to print and then does not have anything else to print. So it just says none. So the way we can get rid of this none is let's get rid of the print here. So instead we can just write return. Okay, so we can fix that for over here as well. Okay, so now if we run the code, we should not have the extra message none. Okay, so you see it works. So, okay, so let's see what happens if we make it into a string. Make the argument into a string. We run it and it says, cannot find the factorial of a string. Okay, but if we make it an integer, then it should work. Then you see the code works. Instead of using an if-else statement to try to catch exceptions, there's actually another way to do it called try except. So I will show you that over the next few videos. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you like it. If so, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.